all the time you have to dream bigger and further, and not just look on the specific thing. I think bring the best people and the great talents that can handle these things for you and help you to take this step back, look on the big picture, and try to navigate this ship in the best way.
Welcome to 20-Minute Leaders. Just sit back, relax, and learn from the leaders of today. It's a journey. Each one is different, unique, inspiring. Let's get started. This episode is powered by J Ventures, a community-driven VC fund in Silicon Valley in partnership with Leumi Tech, sponsored by Homeward Ventures, Hippo Insurance, Upwest Labs, Synergy Global, Hillel at Stanford, Leap, Birthright Excel, Serona Partners, and in media partnership with C-Tech. Welcome to 20-Minute Leaders. Meet Gal Rotman, the co-founder and CEO of Sency, which is on a mission to drive people around the world to become more active, balanced, and healthy. As a marathon runner by himself and a major rank from the IDF Special Forces, he is motivated by combining his biggest passion, physical activities, and deep technology. Gal holds a B.Sc in Physics and Economics, 1 out of 2 in the whole year, and prior to Sency was involved in closing multi-million-dollar deals in Fortune 500 companies. Gal Rotman, welcome to 20-Minute Leaders. Thank you for joining me.
Hey, Michael, thank you for having me. I'm a big fan of this show, so I'm so happy to be here.
I thank you very, very much, and I'm a huge fan of the problem that you're solving, and we're talking today about movements, computer vision, and the way we are going to be rethinking of precision when it comes to sports and exercises, and obviously there's a bunch of applications for the technology that you're developing, one of which I can already see for myself as I'm trying to train with a trainer on Zoom, which doesn't work, but being able to give me actual pointers, I think that's going to be really fascinating. So Gal, tell me a little bit about yourself and the formation of Sency.
Yeah. So by myself, I'm basically kind of this Sency when you look on myself back then, because actually I'm by myself evolving two things, combine two things, big passion to sports and technology by myself through all my childhood till today. I used to play basketball many years, and then I moved to running. I just run a few marathons till today. And the other guy is the one that love to hang out with friends and love the tech world where I studied physics and economics, and then started my world in the tech world, where I took positions in development and sales and so on. So that's what actually led me to Sency. And one more thing that was important in this journey, it was my background in the IDF. I served kind of like the typical founder in Israel, but with a short twist. I was in the Special Forces for 5 years, so that's another place that I have able to combine my two passions. And actually all of that led me to start Sency.
Awesome. So with any great story, it starts with a huge, huge problem. What is the huge problem that Sency is coming in to solve?
So basically, we are looking about how people keep about their movement or keep about their health in these days. And when I'm saying these days, I'm treating about we all suffer from the COVID during the last 2 years, and we experienced a huge transformation from how people used to keep about their health, and actually the awareness of people about their health. And people today want to be able to do, on one hand, regular things in life, like keep the regular life and be healthy, and on the other side, be better athletes and so on, and actually things that can keep about their physical conditions. And until the COVID started, it was very obvious. If you either go to the gym or either go to your doctor or physicians or personal trainer, or whatever it can be, and we believe that times has changed. Today the people want to keep about their health in a regular basis, and we believe that the future everything you will do, you want to get tracked. And with our technology and the ability, to interact with people in real time and help people to achieve their goals in real time, this is the new word actually, and the new way to achieve physical goals.
Right. So the question stems because we've seen companies like Peloton and Lululemon and countless of organizations that are offering these remote services for exercises. Why aren't we getting this precision technology until now? What is missing from the world? Because it's obviously such a huge need.
Yeah. So first of all, that's definitely a huge need, and we experience that in every day. Like when we talk with people, when I'm talk with my friends, with my colleagues, when I meet people, it's a huge need that everybody suffer from it. And I think there are some market conditions that gathered together these days that can actually push this solution forward. One is the awareness. The awareness started with companies like, as you mentioned, Peloton, Lululemon, Tempo, some other companies that started with this idea of bringing sports, fitness, wellness to people home by expensive hardware devices. And they actually were the pioneer. And the time, moved forward, and then the technology is mature and mature all the time. And now we are able to take all this hardware component into our small device, which is the mobile phone. And now we can, at Sency, can implement this technology on the mobile phone to interact with the people, not with these expensive or immobile devices, but with the tool that everybody has. And I think both of that things, the market awareness, and on the other side, the technology matureness, it's that both of them lead us to be able to bring this solution nowadays to the table.
Beautiful. So you have the solution. You're working, on deep technology with a huge pain point that millions of people around the world are using. But now what? So as the CEO of this ship, how are you strategically thinking through the potential of Sense? And you've already impacted quite a few people from what I saw, right?
Yeah, so actually today we are impacting on a daily basis more than 350,000 people.
Wow.
And this number is growing, daily, I hope. and we do all the effort that it will grow daily. And we have actually the honor to help people in a real things in their life, because people actually use our products to get the better themselves and take better about their physical conditions. And if we try to see how to increase this number, or maybe in a better view, how to help more people to improve and get better health conditions, we are trying to bring solutions and new features that actually people want. And as a consumer company, we are trying to discuss with our customers and talk with them in a daily basis, so we can actually learn what the needs and what the pains of our existing users, and we do our efforts in actually to solve these kind of small pains, but that the things that can build and improve the product day after day.
And so if you're looking at the vision of Sency beyond the technology and beyond the precision, what is sort of the grand vision of this company as you're seeing it in the next few years?
Yeah, so we have actually a very clear vision. One of my job is to put this very clear vision to everybody actually, and this North Star, and this actually help people to live a better and healthier life. It sounds like a bombastic one and very big, but we believe that if we help people day after day to get a better condition about their health and wellness, and actually make more people more healthier and more in shape. This is our vision, and we believe that taking actually different use cases, as you started with, it can be in the fitness world, it can be in the elderly world, it can be in just in the wellness sector. to build these specific use cases and specific products to every specific audience. This is what we are aiming for.
And so if you had to think with me through the challenges of entering a space like this, what are some of the greatest challenges that a company like Sency, gets? And then how do you as a CEO, tackle those challenges?
Yeah, so I'm smiling because the challenges are so many, and I really like this question because then you need to look on yourself and understand what really is important to solve. So I think the main challenge here is is to get into space that we're used to to be in a one place or one situation that people used to, I don't know, get their personal trainer or physician or no matter what, and then started to get to use to the idea that they can get orders or plans from a technology based platform. Of course, our technology is based on professional physicians and trainers, and not by ourselves, but this is one of the biggest challenges. And I think the second challenge is how to to take all the advantages of the big companies, the companies that you do mention, and put it into this daily tool like your mobile phone, and to take it to the market. And the last one, if I can share, I think it's like always the distribution. And this is one of the things that we are putting a lot of effort to find the best distribution channels, and we have some great ideas ahead. I think that summarizes the main challenges.
Let's talk a little bit about consumer behavior and the shift of consumer behavior and the experience here, with Sency and with the way that now consumers are going to be able to get this precision feedback from software, from trainers, etc. How do you believe consumer behavior around exercise will shift over time in terms of the average consumers of this?
Yeah. So we actually see this phenomena in a daily basis. If I'm taking 1.5 years ago, before the COVID, it was like science fiction, right? People said, why should I need that? It's not make sense. But today world, when everything move remotely, your job is remotely, your interviews are remotely, your fundraising process is remotely. So people get used to it, and it's like, okay, this is the new norm. And I think that's you sometimes has to have some luck. So we were in the right side in this case, and people used to get orders or communicate with people not just in the regular way, but thanks to the technology. So I think that's one side, and the second aspect of that, we see that people want to get self of kind of recognition about what they did. And recognition can be some support, not just like, okay, your squat is 19% and not 80%. People more care about, wow, great, you did it just on time, wow, you're getting improving. And once people get this support and ongoing support, this is the key. Yeah.
So it sounds like you're bringing a lot of the gamification channels, that are used to keep people engaged with the short feedback loops, the precision matrix of how they can improve, the comfort of knowing that somebody's watching. I think I'm sort of equating it to the experience in the gym. If I'm in a group session and all of a sudden I'm training, and then when I see the trainer going away from me, I sort of give out, I give way, and I don't do the exercise too much. But then when the trainer is coming close to me and I know that they're going to look at me, all of a sudden I'm pumping the weights because I want to get that recognition, right?
Yeah, you're totally right. We love to think about that, the same things that wearables did to the market. Everybody like crazy about complete my circle in the Apple Watch, for example. So we believe that in in the next few years, like everything you do, you want to get recognized about that, because if you didn't do that and you didn't measure that, it doesn't count. Exactly
It
the
doesn't
same
count.
experience with your personal trainer. So we believe the future will be like when you do the movement, someone can provide you feedback about that and can keep that data and can help you improve session after session. And that's the key, actually.
I think that it's going to be interesting to see, a new generation of trainees now that are going to be getting this precision feedback online. Truly the democratization of training and being able to really understand what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. I think that if you go on YouTube, there's thousands of videos on how to do a proper squat, and people still when they do it, I know for myself, I still ask trainers every day to look at me from the side and tell me how I'm doing, and this is just a huge pain point that you're solving. And I think that it's going to be interesting to look at a generation of trainees and see how they are now rethinking about both their healthy lifestyles but also their understandings of what they're doing. Gal, from your personal perspective as a CEO, how are you, in terms of, taking something that you're so excited about, marathon runner, lots of exercise, and now managing a company in the same domain and looking at it not just from the experiential side, but now also from the business side. Well, what is that process like for you?
Yeah, that's a great question, right? Because some of the things that you want to do as a user, as a potential user, and that's like, let's do that like that because I want to experience the product like that and so on. But on the other side, you need to take decisions based on what is good to the company in the strategy level and high level and so on. So that's actually a great question. And I think that I'm trying to take myself a bit from this bit and bytes of the specific experience on how the squat it is from your example and so on, and to look on it in a bigger perspective. And actually, one of the things that I learned from this journey so far is like all the time you have to dream bigger and further, and not just look on the specific thing. I think bring the best people and the great talents that can handle these things for you and help you to take this step back, look on the big picture, and try to navigate this ship in the best way. I think that's one of the practical tools that I'm trying to do. Yeah, and I'm trying to improve, every day.
Incredible, incredible. God, I really want to thank you for these 20 minutes, and I love these examples of technologies that are coming and they're completely changing the way that we consumers are experiencing products. And I think that what's really interesting here also is that that it's a deep technology company, it's a computer vision based company that is acting more in the background, and a lot of times the consumers may not even realize that there is this technology that is running behind the feedback that they're getting now from their next whatever Peloton experience or whatever companies may be at the end using Sency. And I just think that is so cool, and the ripple effect of the impact that you're having is just tremendous. If you had to think of a few words that would describe you, Gal Rotman, what few words would those be?
Yeah. So I think first is it's kind of a team player or people person. It's one of the things that I learned from the army. The team is everything. Like it's the most important thing. My co-founders are from my team, so just a team player and surround yourself with great people and stick everybody together to the same mission. I think that's the first one. The second one, I think, is kind of a hustler or pusher or don't stop even if you see hard things. We talked a bit about these challenges and so on. So never give up and continue pushing very hard. And maybe the third one is kind of the opposite for that, is to still be optimistic with this spirit of nonsense. Like take the doer perspective and look about things and say, okay, how we can make it, and not look on the challenges, but look how we can solve things. So I think this is the three of the things that I'm trying to to stand behind them and communicate to the team.
Gal, toda rabba. Thank you for the great impact that you're having on the world and society. A big ripple effect that is going to make a lot of impact and with very cool technology behind it. So thank you very much. Best of luck with Sency and stay safe and stay healthy.
Michael, thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Of course.
Thank you.